this is Pradeep sir, Pradeep Parasmani. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Pradeep Parasmani. Here I am giving free education to all. So please pass on this channel to whosoever is interested in free studies, mathematics, physics, chemistry and English. Right? So class, in the last video we got an idea about how to find the solution of a quadratic equation using the method of completing the squares. Now there is yet another method which is known as the quadratic formula itself. We have a direct formula and we can put some values over there and we can straightway find the value of the unknown variable x or y or z, whatever is given in the quadratic equation, right? Also, we will learn today a special term, discriminant. What is meant by discriminant and how is this term important in terms of the quadratic formula, right? So let us move on to this page. As we are seeing here, we are having the example number 4. By the method of completing the square, solve the quadratic equation 2x square plus x plus 4 is equal to 0. So as we did in the last class, how to find the solution using the method of completing the squares. So exactly same way we will proceed for the general form of the quadratic equation. And we will derive a formula which can be used for solving every quadratic equation, right? So just see the process. Consider the general quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 and a, b, c are real numbers. So we will proceed exactly the same way as we did earlier. Ax square plus bx is equal to minus c. Both the sides we will divide by a, which is the coefficient of x square. We get x square plus b by a into x is equal to minus c by a. Half of b by a, that is coefficient of x, is b by 2a. So we will add the square of b by 2a on both the sides and we get x square plus b by ax plus b by 2a whole square is equal to minus c by a plus b by 2a whole square. And on solving, on the left hand side we get x plus b by 2a whole square, and on the right hand side we are getting b square by 4a square minus c by a. We take the LCM on the right hand side and we get b square minus 4ac divided by 4a square. So now we have x plus b by 2a whole square is equal to plus minus of under root b square minus 4ac divided by 4a square whole square. That means x plus b by 2a is equal to plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, which on further simplification will give, see the next page, x is equal to minus b by 2a plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, which on further simplification gives us a simple formula, x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we will get two roots of this equation as minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a and minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? So this is a very simple formula, and now we will do some examples so that we get very clear about this formula, right? Now one thing I would like to mention over here, in the formula we have b square minus 4ac. Inside the root we have written under root of b square minus 4ac. Now this quantity b square minus 4ac, it has a special name. We call it discriminant, right? About this I will tell you a bit later in the video. So just keep watching and keep seeing how we are solving the equations using quadratic formula. Okay. So we have this example number 5, question number 5. Solve the equation x square minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0 using the quadratic formula. Now the simple thing you have to do over here is you write x square minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0, and when you compare it with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the general form of the quadratic equation, you will find that a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 9 and c is equal to 18. You have to be very careful over here that you have to write the given equation according to as per the general form of the quadratic equation, right? That is ax square plus bx plus c. Only then you will get the right values, correct values of a, b and c. Be very careful about the signs, otherwise you will make mistakes. Okay? So here we are having a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 9 and c is equal to 18. We put the respective values in the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. And we get two values of x finally, that is x is equal to 6 and x is equal to 3. Hope it is very clear, right? Now see the next question. Question number 6. Find the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0 by using the quadratic formula. Same thing here also. You have to be very careful how you take a, b and c. The values of a, value of b, value of c, right? So just compare this given equation with the general form actually. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We find that a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 7 and c is equal to 3. We put these respective values in the quadratic formula and finally we get the value of x as 3 and half. So we will say that 3 and half are the roots of the given equation. See the next question, question number 7. Using the quadratic formula, find the roots of the equation x minus 1 by x is equal to 3, right? Now here what we are seeing is 1 by x. The given equation is actually not defined for x is equal to 0. And in the question also we are given that x is not equal to 0. So we will solve it further and we will write it as x minus 1 by x is equal to 3. We will take the LCM on the left hand side and it becomes x square minus 1 divided by x is equal to 3. That is x square minus 1 is equal to 3x. Then we will write x square minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, which becomes the actual form of quadratic equation. I hope you got it. So now when we compare it with the general form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get the values of a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 3, c is equal to minus 1. And we will put these values respectively in the quadratic formula, that is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. And finally we get the answer as x is equal to 3 plus minus under root of 13 by 2. So we will have two answers, two roots of the given equation, 3 plus root 13 by 2 and 3 minus root 13 by 2. Okay, very clear? Let us see the next question, question number 8. Solve the equation 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. So when we compare this with the general form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we will find that a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4 root 3 and c is equal to 3. So nothing to panic, just put the respective values and do the calculations. Here b is 4 root 3, so b square will be 4 root 3 whole square, that is 4 into 4 16 and root 3 into root 3 3. So we get 16 into 3, 48. So when we calculate this inside the under root, there is nothing to panic. Just with a cool head do the calculations, and finally we get the answer as x is equal to minus root 3 by 2, which is the required solution. Okay, here also we can say that it is a repeated root because the under root value is coming 0. So both the roots are minus root 3 by 2 and minus root 3 by 2. Fine. See the next question, question number 9. Solve the equation 25x square plus 50x plus 12 is equal to 0. Again, comparing with the general form of the quadratic equation, we get ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? So a is equal to 25, b is equal to 50, c is equal to 12. Again, put the values respectively in the quadratic formula, that is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. And finally we get the answer as x is equal to minus 5 plus minus under root of 13 divided by 5. So we get the two roots as minus 5 plus under root 13 by 5 and minus 5 minus under root 13 by 5. I hope it's very clear. So let us move on to the next page, page number 14. See this question number 10. Solve the quadratic equation x square plus 6x minus 10 is equal to 0 when x is a natural number, x is a rational number, x is a real number, right? So just do the question first. We have the equation as x square plus 6x minus 10 is equal to 0. Comparing with the general form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 6, c is equal to minus 10. Put the respective values in the formula, and finally in the last step you see the answer is x is equal to minus 3 plus minus under root of 19, right? So in both cases we will be having the answer as minus 3 minus under root 19 or minus 3 plus under root of 19. So in both the cases the answer is a irrational number because we are having imperfect under root. So when x is a natural number, the given equation will have no solution. When x is a rational number, the equation will have no solution. And when x is a real number, then the solutions are minus 3 plus under root 19 and minus 3 minus under root 19. Okay? See the next one. Question number 11. Solve the equation 10a x square minus 6x plus 15ax minus 9 is equal to 0 where a is not equal to 0. Now we have to write the equation again because the term containing x, we have two terms over here. So we will set them accordingly. How? We will write the given equation again as 10ax square plus 15a minus 6 into x minus 9 is equal to 0. So when you compare this one with the general form of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we will find that a is equal to 10a, b is equal to 15a minus 6 and c is equal to minus 9, right? Be careful while selecting a, b and c and mind the signs also. Then put these respective values in the formula. X is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Proceed with patience. Do one calculation in one step. Finally, we get the answer as x is equal to 12 by 20a and minus 30a by 20a, which will give x is equal to 3 by 5a and x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So finally we get the two roots of this given equation as x is equal to 3 by 5a and x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Right? So always proceed with patience. Do the sum, do the calculation step by step, and you will easily get the answer in the final step. Okay? Now let us see the next question. Solve the equation x square plus 2x plus 10 is equal to 0. That is, we have to find the value of x using the quadratic formula. So we compare this with the general form of the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to 10. So put these values respectively in the quadratic formula and you get minus 2 plus minus under root of minus 36 divided by 2. We can write minus 36 as minus 4 into 9, right? So under root of 4 will be 2, which can be written as again 2 under root of minus 9. So we will take 2 as common and we will write 2 into minus 1 plus minus under root of minus 9 whole divided by 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled and we get x is equal to minus 1 plus minus under root of minus 9. But since the square of a real number can never be negative, so this quantity under root of minus 9 is not a real number. Therefore, we will say that the given equation has no solution at all. Listen to my explanation once again by rewinding this video, right? 2-3 steps were missing over here. So when you listen to the explanation, you will get them very clear in your mind. Okay, fine. Now let us see question number 13. Solve the quadratic equation x by x plus 1 plus x plus 1 by x is equal to 34 by 15, where x is not equal to 0 and x is not equal to minus 1, right? Now first we have to do is we will solve the left hand side, the rational expression, so that we get a perfect quadratic equation format, right? So we take the LCM and we do the calculation accordingly on the left hand side, and finally we get the quadratic equation as 4x square plus 4x minus 15 is equal to 0. See each and every step very carefully, and as I told you, always do stepwise working in a sum so that no mistake is there, and pay full attention to the signs, plus minus signs, when you open up the brackets, so that you do not commit careless mistakes. Okay, so finally here we get the quadratic equation as 4x square plus 4x minus 15 is equal to 0. If you compare this with the general form of the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we have a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4 and c is equal to minus 15. Then put these values respectively in the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. And finally we get the answer over here as x is equal to minus 5 by 2 and 3 by 2. So we say that roots of this equation are x is equal to 3 by 2 and x is equal to minus 5 by 2. I hope it's very clear. Let us see the next question, question number 14. Find the roots of the quadratic equation 1 by x plus 4 minus 1 by x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30, where x is not equal to minus 4 and x is not equal to 7. Now why do we say these conditions given by the side? We have 1 by x plus 4. If x is equal to minus 4, this becomes 1 by 0. And anything divided by 0 is undefined in mathematics. Similarly, we have 1 by x minus 7. So if x is equal to 7, this expression will become 1 by 0, which is again undefined in mathematics. Anything divided by 0 is undefined in mathematics. That is why we put up some conditions by the side. So you need not worry about them. So we have the question as 1 by x plus 4 minus 1 by x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. So first we will solve this expression so that we get a final quadratic equation format, right? So as you see on this page 16, we get the final calculation as x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. So you compare this with the general form of the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You will get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 3 and c is equal to 2. So put the respective values in the quadratic formula and finally we get the answer as x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 1. So we will say that the roots of the given equation is x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 1. I hope it's very clear now. Now we will do a very important sum. Pay attention to each and every word of the explanation, right? We have a very complex form of quadratic equation over here. The question is, we have to solve for x. Question number 15. X square minus 5x whole square minus 7 into x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, right? So what we do here is, we will take the expression x square minus 5x is equal to some other unknown variable, say y. So we will say x square minus 5x is equal to y, right? And now we put this value of y in the given expression and we get the quadratic equation as y square minus 7y plus 6 is equal to 0. We can solve this very simply using the factorization method and we get finally y minus 6 into y minus 1 is equal to 0. That is, either y is equal to 6 or y is equal to 1. Now we have two values of y is equal to 6 and y is equal to 1. But y is equal to x square minus 5x. So on one side we will calculate using y is equal to 6 and on the right hand side we are calculating using y is equal to 1. So on the left hand side first we see this. We get x square minus 5x is equal to 6, that is y. X square minus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0, right? We are using a very simple factorization method over here. We can easily solve this and we get the answer as x minus 6 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. That is, x is equal to 6 or x is equal to minus 1. In the second calculation we have x square minus 5x is equal to 1. That is, x square minus 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. Here we are solving using the quadratic formula. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to minus 1. Put the respective values in the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2. And we get the final answer as x is equal to 5 plus minus under root of 29 divided by 2. So we get two values from here. That is, x is equal to 5 plus under root of 29 divided by 2 and 5 minus under root of 29 divided by 2. So we get four values of x, which are 6 minus 1, 5 plus under root 29 divided by 2, and 5 minus under root 29 divided by 2. I hope you got it. Now let us see the next question, question number 16. Again we will apply the same idea in this question also. We are given the equation as x minus 2 divided by x plus 2 whole square plus 3 minus 4 into x minus 2 divided by x plus 2 is equal to 0. And we are given that x is not equal to minus 2. So proceeding on the same lines as we did the last question, we will do this sum also. Okay? You can try it out yourself, right? Now I will tell you a new thing which is being used over in this question, right? If we see the question carefully, we get the LCM as x plus 2 whole square. So we will use a bit of knowledge of our algebra calculations and we will simplify this. As you see on the next page 17, we will simplify it using a minus b whole square, a plus b whole square accordingly, right? And then we finally get 8x plus 32 is equal to 0, 8x is equal to minus 32 and x is equal to minus 4. That is, x is equal to minus 4 is the required solution for this given equation. Got it? Let us see another interesting question. Question number 17. Solve the equation 25x power 4 minus 20x power 2, that is x square, plus 4 is equal to 0. Right? We are having x power 4 and x square. So if we put x square is equal to y, we will get exactly the form of quadratic equation as 25y square minus 20y plus 4 is equal to 0. Comparing this with the general form of quadratic equation, we get ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That is, value of a is equal to 25, b is equal to minus 20, c is equal to 4. Okay? And then we calculate the value of y using the quadratic formula. Minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. And we get the answer as y is equal to 2 by 5. By chance we are getting the under root value as 0. So final answer will be y is equal to 20 by 50, which is equal to 2 by 5. But y is equal to x square. So x square will be equal to 2 by 5. Or x is equal to plus minus under root of 2 by 5. So we have two values of x. X is equal to under root of 2 by 5 and x is equal to minus under root of 2 by 5. So it's very clear. Now we will learn about a new term, discriminant. What is this discriminant? We have the formula for the quadratic equation as x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. Right? Now this quantity which is written under the root, that is b square minus 4ac. This quantity actually determines whether the equation has real roots or not, and it is called as the discriminant of the given quadratic equation. It is denoted by d or delta. Now we have three different situations based on the value of this b square minus 4ac. When this value is greater than 0, the roots will be minus b plus of under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and the second value will also come, minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. That is, the roots are rational if b square minus 4ac is the square of a rational number, if we get a full value. Otherwise, some under root value will also be there. In the second case, this value can be 0. So when this value will be 0, we will have the roots as minus b by 2a. So both the roots will be equal. And in case this value is less than 0, then we will get a negative value, that is under root of b square minus 4ac is not real, and as such the given equation will have no real roots. Okay, so I have given this small table over here. You can understand this very easily now. Okay, now we will do some sums related to this discriminant, right? So pay attention, there are different type of sums. Okay, see this example 1, the first question. We are given the equation 2x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. So we have to comment upon the nature of the roots of this equation. So we will compare this with the general form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c as usual, and we get the value of a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 6, c is equal to 3, and we calculate accordingly the value of b square minus 4ac. By chance it is coming 12, which is greater than 0, but it is not a perfect square. So we will have the roots are real and unequal. We will have two values of the roots. Simple. See the next one. The equation is 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So here a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 4 root 3, c is equal to 4. When we calculate b square minus 4ac, we get the answer as 0. So discriminant of this equation is 0. So we will have the roots as real and equal. Right? See the third question. Equation is x square plus 10x minus 39 is equal to 0. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 10, c is equal to minus 39. We accordingly calculate the value of b square minus 4ac and we get the answer as 256. So this will be under root of 256 when we use it in the formula, which can be written as 16 whole square. So the discriminant of this given equation is a square of a rational number. Therefore, the roots will be rational and unequal. We will get two different answers, right? See the fourth part. The given equation is 2x square minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. Again here we'll put the values of a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 3, c is equal to 5, and we'll calculate b square minus 4ac. We get the answer as minus 31. Now this is a negative number less than 0. So we will say that the equation has no real roots. Right? This was one type of the question related to determinant. Let us see other type. See the next question, question number 2. Find the value of p for which the equation 4x square minus 5x plus p is equal to 0 gives two real equal roots. Right? We know that we will get two real roots, equal roots, only when the discriminant value is 0. Right? So first we will find the value of b square minus 4ac as usual. When we compare this equation with the general form of quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get the value of a as 4, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to 1. So we calculate and we get the answer as 25 minus 6p. But for equal roots, discriminant is equal to 0. So 25 minus 16p is equal to 0. 16p is equal to 25. P is equal to 25 by 16. And this is what we had to calculate. Okay. Now let us see the question number 3. It is exactly the same method what we discussed just now. Find the value of k so that the equation 2x square plus kx plus 3 is equal to 0 has two real equal roots. Right? So we have the given equation as 2x square plus kx plus 3 is equal to 0. Just compare it with the general form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So a is equal to 2, b is equal to k and c is equal to 3. So find the value of the discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac, which comes out to be k square minus 24. But for equal roots, we know that discriminant value is 0. So we will equate k square minus 24 is equal to 0. That is k square is equal to 24 or k is equal to plus minus of under root 24. Right? Now 24 can be written as 4 into 6. So square root of 4 is 2. We will write it as plus minus 2 under root 6. Got it? See the next page. Question number 4. Find the value of p for which the equation px square minus 8x plus 4 is equal to 0 has two equal roots. Again the same thing. We have the given equation as px square minus 8x plus 4 is equal to 0. We find the discriminant over here, b square minus 4ac, b is equal to minus 8, a is equal to p and c is equal to 4. So we get the value of the discriminant as 64 minus 16p. But for equal roots, again discriminant should be equal to 0. We equate 64 minus 16p is equal to 0. So finally we get 16p is equal to 64, value of p is equal to 4. Very simple. See the next question, question number 5. Find k so that the equation x square minus 4x plus k is equal to 0 has two distinct real roots. Distinct means different, two different roots. That means here we will find the discriminant first and then we will write discriminant is greater than 0. So first we will find the value of b square minus 4ac. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to k. So we are getting the value of b square minus 4ac as 16 minus 4k, which is greater than 0 this time. Right? So 16 minus 4k is greater than 0, which means that 4k is less than 16. Right? So we get the value of k as less than 4. You see the steps, you will understand this. Okay? See the next question. Question number 6. For what values of k the equation kx into x minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 0 has two real equal roots. So two different roots are there now. So what we do here is, first we write this given equation in proper form and we get kx square minus 2kx plus 6 is equal to 0. Comparing it with the general form of the quadratic equation, we get a is equal to k, b is equal to minus 2k and c is equal to 6. So we will find the value of the discriminant b square minus 4ac, which comes out to be 4k into k minus 6. So we have two real equal roots. That means discriminant should be 0. So we will equate 4k into k minus 6 equal to 0. So either 4k is equal to 0 or k minus 6 is equal to 0. We get the value as k is equal to 0 or k is equal to 6. I hope it's very clear. Let us see the next question, question number 7. If minus 5 is the root of the quadratic equation 2x square plus px minus 15 is equal to 0, and the quadratic equation p into x square plus x plus k is equal to 0 has equal roots. So we have to find the values of p and k. This time we are having two variables, right? Now try to understand this question and see the steps. We are given that minus 5 is a root of this equation 2x square plus px minus 15 is equal to 0. So we will put the value of x is equal to minus 5 over here and solve accordingly, and we get the value of p as 7. Very simple. Now we are also given that the equation p into x square plus x plus k is equal to 0 has equal roots. So its determinant will be 0. So we are rewriting this equation so that it comes in the form of the quadratic equation, and we get px square plus px plus k is equal to 0. We put the value of p is equal to 7 here, and we get 7x square plus 7x plus k is equal to 0, right? From this equation we will find the determinant. So comparing with the general equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get here a is equal to 7, b is equal to 7 and c is equal to 1. So we will calculate the value of b square minus 4ac, that is d discriminant, and we get 49 minus 28k is equal to 0, right? Discriminant has to be 0 for equal roots. So finally we get 49 is equal to 28k and k is equal to 49 by 28. We simplify it and we get k is equal to 7 by 4. So finally we are getting both the values. The value of p is equal to 7 and value of k is equal to 7 by 4. So class, I hope this topic is very clear. Now you can solve a quadratic equation by the method of factorization, by the method of completing the squares, and by the quadratic formula itself, right? And we also know what is the discriminant now, right? In the next video, we will do word problems of many different types, and we will derive the quadratic equation for all the problems. So keep revising, keep learning, keep practicing. Happy learning to you all. God bless you. Bye-bye. Love you all. Jai Bharat. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.